Hi all. So this is my first video, so I don't have any, photoshops or, banners. I actually am coming on here for some assistance, and I am actually on a spiritual journey, and I've had some symptoms. I've looked it up on YouTube, and there are some symptoms, but they were all Kundalini spiritual awakenings, which is not what I'm doing. My spiritual is just kind of gradually at home going, and I wanted to make a video maybe to help others, along with getting some assistance for myself. But it would have been beneficial to have a video that talked about some of the symptoms that I had, which weren't that many so far, because I am very early into my journey and super excited. So I have been starting this, like seriously starting probably about 2 weeks ago. So the first week I just kind of felt irate. I guess is the most simplest way to put it. It was every day I was so angry, and I didn't understand why, because I'm a really bubbly person. I'm a morning person. I'm just always hello to everyone. And so when I was seeing this within myself, I just didn't understand why it was happening. Again, because I didn't know of a symptom. So then days later, I started getting these horrid headaches. And yes, they were kind of in the front where your third eye is. And it was this super, it was an aching at first. Then it went to this dull, very dull, and dull aching, I guess you can say. And then it went away for a day. The next day, now this is going into week 2. The next day, again, I had this horrid in the front headache. It was really bad, to the point where I needed to take Tylenol for it, but not so bad where I needed to go to the hospital. And it wasn't a migraine, because I've had migraines in the past. I started throwing up on top of it. It was only for several hours, and it wasn't every 5 minutes I was throwing up. It was I threw up a couple times, and then it just kind of went away. So I started looking online on YouTube to try to figure out what was going on. And it just kind of hit me all of a sudden, because I have been doing meditation. To kind of go back real quick, I have been doing meditations every day. Like I said, I'm very new, so trying to kind of progressively, because my mind, I'm an overthinker, so my mind just is constantly going. So it took me a little bit with the meditation to slowly start, getting my mind to slow down, which is now I'm at the point where I can actually not picture anything and sit clearly. But one of the meditations I was doing was the chakra meditation to realign and cleanse my chakra. So I did that for 2 to 3 days right before I started getting the symptoms. So I looked it up. There was nothing online that on YouTube that I could find other than the Kundalini awakening, because I don't want to take that away from anyone. I just haven't done that, or really don't have a way to go do that. So, but that's when it started. So I looked online, and it gave me like there was several people, or I'm sorry, I was online looking at it, and there was a couple of comments, and someone said that this is a block, that is why I'm having the symptoms, that this is a block. And then someone else was saying that this is cleansing, that this is going through a cleanse. I have been working tirelessly on my blocks because, yes, everyone has trauma, you know, and I hate to say that, and I mean that with utmost respect, because everyone's trauma, it's a terrible thing. But that was one of the biggest things that I had to overcome and to forgive. So I feel like that I did that, or still kind of going through the process of it, but really overall, yes. So, but I guess where I don't want to say stuck, because when you say stuck in like the spiritual world, you're like, okay, you're stuck, you're not moving anywhere, you got to make all these progressions and and which I'm in the process of doing. So my question is, has anyone experienced these things? And if so, or like from even mentors, I don't know if they're going to see this video, but just anyone that sees this video, if you can help, especially if you're a mentor, that would be amazing. But I was just wondering, is this a block or is this a cleansing? So I will share one thing. I actually wasn't going to share it because I've heard in the past spirituality, you shouldn't really talk about it per se, or like, I don't know, weird. But anyways, talking about like the symptoms and things that you see, or things that come to you whenever you're doing the journey. That's what I was meaning. So, but I think that this is the coolest thing. So, and I kind of thought that it kind of came together with a cleansing, because again, I didn't know what this was. And I'm coming to you guys to tell me if this was a cleansing, and what I'm about to tell you. So I was driving to work, and I work overnight, so super dark, and where I work is nothing but, going to work, I should say, not where I work, but going to work, I go through like there's nothing but fields all the way around me, no trees, fields, nothing but fields. And this happened last week. I was driving, no rain. I heard something in the back window, and I looked in my rear view mirror, and what I saw was kind of like a couple one, it looked like a bunch of trees were just swinging around, which was really cool. The other thing that I thought, because I had to keep looking and look in my front windshield, like nothing was happening. And then it also looked like rain, like just a bunch of rain coming down, and like hard rain and swooshing. It was the coolest thing. I was not scared. I felt peace. But I had no idea what that was. So I wanted to share that with you, especially if someone else has gone through this. If you guys could leave a comment and let me know if you've gone through this. Are you going through this? Do you have any advice on maybe ways to kind of to speed up these symptoms, or, No, I take them back. Not speed up, because you're actually supposed to go through the process. You do need to go through the journey. So, and I want to make sure that I go through the journey and do it the right way. So, but with that said, if you guys stayed all the way to the end of this video, thank you. I'm so grateful. And any comments, any help that you can give me, I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys. I'm so grateful for your time.